I'm finally getting into the roguelike sphere. This is something that I've wanted to do for a really long time, but now I'm really getting into it. So I guess I should start things off with saying that I have little to no experience in the roguelike genre. For context, my first roguelike ever was Valhalla back in 2023, and that is one of the smallest roguelikes you can play considering that it's DLC for God of War Ragnarok. And don't get me wrong, I loved it. I thought it was great, but I needed more. I needed to really sink my teeth into a bigger roguelike. And that's why immediately after playing Valhalla, I jumped into Hades. Okay, stop. No, dude, the poison rat is how I died? Oh, that is so incredibly lame, dude. I loved Hades. Oh my god, I was obsessed with this game. Like, there'd be times where I would just come home and I'd play Hades for like 3 or 4 hours, and I wouldn't even realize that it was 3 or 4 hours. I'd look up and be like, oh, I played this game for 3 hours straight, and I didn't blink once. Although, I enjoyed Hades, but I felt like it wasn't perfect. Like, it wasn't everything I wanted from a roguelike. And that's kind of the journey that I'm going on. I want to find the perfect roguelike for me. But yeah, Hades was my first roguelike, and I really loved it. In fact, I even platinumed it, which I made a video on if you want to see my full opinion on Hades and really get into it. But yeah, I wanted more roguelikes, but I kind of stopped playing them after Hades because I just had so many other games on my list of games that I wanted to platinum, so I just didn't do it for a while. But now I have 39 platinums, and I wanted my 40th platinum to be a standout game. I wanted it to be really cool. So to figure out which game I wanted to do for my 40th platinum, I made a poll with 4 roguelikes that I wanted to platinum. And out of those 4 games, one game won by a landslide. However, I didn't end up doing that game for reasons I'll get into later. But there was another game on that poll that also got a lot of votes. And that was Slay the Spire. Wow. Oh my god. This is disgusting. What I'm doing here is disgusting. Holy f***. Now, I knew pretty much nothing about it other than it was a card-like roguelike. That didn't sound right. Other than the fact that it's a card roguelike. And I was very curious about it, so I kind of went into it blind and I didn't really look at the trophy list, and I don't regret a thing. I love Slay the Spire. Like, I've been obsessed. I started Slay the Spire maybe 2 weeks ago now, but I have over 50 hours in the game already, and I'm nowhere near the platinum. Now, I'm not great at it. I'm not gonna act like I am good at it because I've died a lot, but Slay the Spire is definitely something that I really enjoy, and it is definitely that game that is one step closer to the perfect roguelike for me. No! Oh, I did it! My lucky day!
You did it?
I f***ing did it! Oh, holy f***. Now that you know all of my history with roguelikes, I want to talk to y'all about some games that I want to play in the future. And I kind of want to ask y'all, what roguelikes would you like to see me play? Now, the roguelike game that I actually really wanted to play when I made that poll was actually Spelunky 2. Because I had seen a lot of gameplay for Spelunky 2, and I had even watched someone else platinum the game, and it looked like a lot of fun. Something I'd definitely be interested in doing. Spelunky 2 is a game that I really want to play. It looks like a lot of fun. It's a 9 out of 10 difficulty, which I'm trying to get more difficult platinums. I want to have more prestigious platinums on my account, and I'm definitely getting there, because once I get Slay the Spire, it's going to look really good, because I have Jump King, I have Hollow Knight, I have Super Meat Boy, I'll have Slay the Spire, which are 4 really heavy hitters. But yeah, that's kind of why I want to do Spelunky 2. The next one I want to do is one that is pretty famous in the roguelike world, and that is Dead Cells. Now, one thing that I don't know if I'm going to be able to get past is, ooh, nice voice crack, is the the art style. I don't know why, but I just don't like the art style for Dead Cells. But I also felt the same way about Slay the Spire. But now that I played that game so much, I love the art style. It's really, really grown on me. And I'm assuming if you really get your hands on Slay the Spire can you tell that I like Slay the Spire? When you get your hands on Dead Cells and you really play it, I feel like the art style won't bother you. I feel like it'll be one of those games where like the aesthetic grows on you and everything like that. So Dead Cells is one that I really, really, really want to play because yes, it's hard, but there's also like a ton of content and there's a lot of learning that you can do, and you can get really good at the game if you practice for long enough. And there's like so many DLCs. So like I could keep coming back to the game even after the platinum, which is something that I really like. I really like when games have DLC because it gives me an excuse to play them after I platinum the game. Now the next one is one that a lot of people have probably played if you play the roguelike genre, and that is Enter the Gungeon. I actually did know about this one like way back when. I didn't play it obviously, but it was something that I was very curious about because like the art style looks really cool, the gameplay looks like fun, but my only caveat is that it is a bullet hell, and I am really, really, really bad at bullet hells. It was actually like this close to being the game I was gonna do like for my 40th platinum. It was either Enter the Gungeon or Slay the Spire, and I ended up going with Slay the Spire just because like it was free and like, you know, I kind of was curious to try like a very, very different roguelike from the other ones that I had done. So I did not do Enter the Gungeon, although I definitely do plan on doing Enter the Gungeon. And of course, the next one I'm going to be talking about is one that everyone wanted to see me do, and that is the Binding of Isaac. Now, I am beyond curious with this game. I've already bought it, so like because I already bought it, it means I have to platinum it, and I will one day. But I'm not gonna do that till I feel more confident in the space, because the Binding of Isaac, from what I've looked up and from what I've seen people playing, if that makes sense, from what I've seen from people playing, there's just a ton going on with that game. Like all the abilities that you get, there's like so many of them and you don't really know what they do, but that's also kind of the charm of the Binding of Isaac. But also at the same time, for someone who's like a newcomer, it's very intimidating, because I feel like most of the people that play the Binding of Isaac had played it back when it came out, and they were able to like slowly get introduced to all this stuff, whereas for me, it would all come all at once. That sounds really bad out of context. I might have to cut that out of the video. Anyway, yeah, so the Binding of Isaac is one that I definitely want to do, but it is definitely more intimidating than the other ones. It's also, from what I can tell, one of the hardest roguelikes out of all the ones that I've said so far. But yeah, no, it's definitely one that I want to do, and you guys clearly want me to do it as well, because it was winning the polls by a good amount. So I saw that and I wanted to do it, but I ended up doing Slay the Spire just because it seemed less intimidating. And the last game that I'm gonna be talking about on the roguelike sphere that I really, really, really want to play, but I am also intimidated, definitely more so than the Binding of Isaac, is the Crypt of the Necrodancer. Yes, you actually heard me right. I said I want to platinum the Crypt of the Necrodancer. If you don't know, Crypt of the Necrodancer is considered to be one of the hardest, if not the hardest platinum that you can obtain. It will take you 999 plus hours to do so. There's deathless runs, there's no upgrade runs, there's no gold runs, do perfect runs with every character. And the game itself is also really, really hard too. So doing all this stuff on top of the game being really hard is insane. I don't even know the percentage of it, but the last time I checked, there were only 13. There were only 13 people in the world who have this platinum, to give you an idea of just how difficult this thing is to get. I would like to be one of those people. I really would. But like, I just don't have the time to sink 999 plus hours into a game. Also, like, Super Meat Boy made me like hallucinate with how much pain I was in trying to get that platinum, so I couldn't even imagine what Crypt of the Necrodancer would do to me trying to get that platinum, because like when I really set my mind on getting a platinum and like playing a game, I do that. Like, I used to play multiple games like at the same time, like working on multiple platinums, but I can't do that now. I have to just play one game at a time. So if I played Crypt of the Necrodancer, it would literally just be Crypt of the Necrodancer for probably like 9 months. So I got jump scared there. My fridge made a noise. But yeah, anyway, so those are all the games that I know of and that I want to play. If y'all have any roguelikes you'd like to recommend below, please let me know, and I'm more than happy to check them out. And if you have any advice for any of the roguelikes that I mentioned that I haven't played yet, also let me know. And you know what? It. For the roguelikes that I've already platinumed, all 2 of them, if you have any advice for me or just like want to share your experience with those games, let me know in the comments below. I'd be more than happy to read them. But yeah, there's my cat. He wants in. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching the video. My name is Ryan Kelly, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.